This is E. Matthews Jet, a review of my AK-47 manufactured by Century Arms. It's called the Visca. I put a 1x8 by 24 millimeter Bushnell AR scope. Excellent scope. It shoots from very close to very, very far. And I added the NC Star uh, rail mount that goes on the AK. It comes with the cover and the rail. And I had to do some modifications for it to work. I had to make this plate right here because when you locked it, the bottom of the plate had a gap, so this was moving. But now it's solid. It took the movement away. And the rifle is chambered by 7.62 by 39. Excellent AK. Okay, I used to own a Chinese AK, and as much as I liked it, it was a very old rifle, so I got rid of it. And I wanted a brand new AK, not something that comes from a different country, that's been shot 20,000 times and that's been owned by 50,000 people. And you don't know if it killed good people or bad people or what it been through. I had no interest in that. So I chose to get it brand new out of the box from a gun store in Belleville, New Jersey called Bullet Hole. That's where this came from. The rifle was $850 plus tax and the background check. And it comes with a 10-round polymer Magpul magazine. The state of New Jersey only allowed 10 rounds. And I put an AK strap that I got from cheaperthandirt.com. It's the same strap that the SKS use. I also got it on my SKS. This is a beautiful rifle. When they made these, they started making these 4 to 5 years ago, and the first ones that came out on the market, they had problems with them, and I was following it for a while. So what I do is when a new gun comes out on the market, I let them get all the bugs out of it. They'll shoot it, they'll complain about it, and then the manufacturer resolve everything. So when they resolve everything on the gun or the rifle is when I decide to buy it. So many guns, when they're manufactured and they're sold to the public, they're going to have problems because those are the first new guns manufactured. But when the customers have problems with the guns, they call the manufacturer and they tell them, this is the problem I have with the gun. So they'll resolve it. And then they put it back on the market completely fixed. Okay, and on this AK, the originals, they had problems here with this piece. And the rivets, they would loosen up and everything would start moving. So the rifle had problems, but they fixed all that. Not only that, they were using crappy metal. Now they're using high quality tool metal. The same tool metal that's used for the chisel on one of those machines that break the streets. So they use it on here. They got a couple of other parts made with that. So they resolved the problem on it. And I added this compensator. This is New Jersey legal. You can use it. From what I heard, that this thing is a flamethrower. Let's see. So it's a beautiful rifle. Very nice. Like I said, I wanted a brand new AK. I don't want an AK that's old and that has been kicked around from country to country and owned by everybody. This is brand new out of the box. It's mine. I bought it legit. I got all the paperwork for it. And on all my rifles, I use the pepper mount. I'm a fan of the pepper mount. And it's got the quick release on the other side. So this receiver cover, when you buy these, there's guys that are filing from the back on the cover. You don't file it from the back. You actually file it from the front plate over here where it sits. Let me turn the rifle around, see if I can get a better shot. I'm going to do another video where I'm going to remove the receiver cover and show you in detail. So this comes with two long bars. You got to cut those off. And then the plate from the cover, you got to measure from here to the back. And there's a little bit you got to shave off, and you shave it off from the front of the cover, not from the back. I saw a guy that he filed the back of this cover for it to fit in there, and he made it paper thin, and it weakened the cover. Another thing, this cover has a gap in the bottom of this button, so when you lock it in place, because it's got a gap in the bottom, this was raising, so it was all over the place. So, and on the top, you gotta cut into it with a file and get rid of some of the top metal, because it wasn't allowing this receiver cover to sit properly. So I had to knock metal from the top, make this plate to cover the gap in the bottom to make it work. This comes with the screws already, so all I did is I used the aluminum plate and I cut it out. And because I work for a jewelry manufacturing company, I took it to work and I dressed it all up real nice. And I satined it. It's all satin, and I put my initials behind the plate. If you remove this, it's got EM in it on the back, on the inside. So it's a very nice AK for the money. If you go get a Russian AK today, they want like 15 to 1800, even 2000, and it's used, and they're beat to shit, and that's what you're getting. You're getting a beat up AK for $18 to $2,000. And if you buy different AKs, they're still way up there, and they're still coming into this country using beat to crap. Why do that? Why not get a brand new out of the box like I did? So that's what I chose to do. I chose to get a brand new, and I'm having a blast with it. Okay, it's a very nice gun. I'm not a real fan of what they used to the covering they did on the metal is very dull, and the scratch is very easy. And if you look at it, it looks like it's got a light ply of whatever they used to cover this. But I don't care as long as it shoots. All I care is that it shoots. I can shoot cans, shoot paper, and eventually use it for home defense. Because I own ARs and these, and I buy them for playing with them. But if the shit's the fan, and you got to defend yourself, the family, even your neighbors, what if we get invaded by a foreign country? This is what you need, And these assholes that are killing people in movie theaters and in malls, to stop a bad guy with something like this, you need a good guy with something like this. And I'm the good guy with something like that. Okay, so I'm a law-abiding citizen. I would never use this to harm anybody. The only way I would use this is take somebody out if the person came in to harm my family. Okay, and I also got pistols. I'll probably even use my pistols before I get to this. This would be for something catastrophic that I know that I need an AR or an AK, and the pistol's not going to do the job for what you really need. For home defense, my Beretta 9mm, my Smith & Wesson, my Ruger, all my other guns, they're good for home. It's a very nice rifle, and the wood came out very nice. I like it. It comes with all these lines. I love that. Look at that. Look at the lines in the wood. Beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. And doing the pre-fitting, I think then dent a little bit the wood here, because I was using this hard leather mallet. This is what you use for when you work on guns. Do not use a metal hammer, a metal mallet. This is what you want. This is what you want to work with, or work with one that's rubber. This is another one I got here with rubber. This is what you use to work on guns. Do not use a metal hammer, a steel hammer, or a steel mallet. These are the tools you need if you gotta, bang your gun a little bit around. And even though I use this, it put a couple of little dinks in there. You can't really see them. You would have to hold the rifle in your hands and then you can see them. But, you know, it's okay because it's my rifle. Okay, so I hope you like my video. This is my Century Arms visca AK-47. Brand new out of the box. Thank you so much. Enjoy the video and have a good night. Thank you.